Hi, this is just a heads up that this video isn't for kids and is targeted towards the older side of the fandom. Alright, that's all. I hope you enjoy the video. So I had completely forgotten that the new season came out on the 17th, so I was like scrambling to get that J video done before then. This video isn't going to be too long since I don't have as many thoughts on it as I did during our last episode drop, so let's just jump straight into the review. Obvious spoilers ahead. So let's start off strong. Pixel's back, and I guess Jay too, but like, I've genuinely been missing Pixel so much. And while it's great to see Jay back with the team and somewhat characterized like he was in the original series based on the few snippets we've got of him, we've always known where he was. But Pixel? This is the first we're seeing of her, and I'm really glad to have her back. Also, Zane is showing more emotion now, like enough for Pixel to say that she's surprised to hear so much emotion coming from him, and honestly, girl, me too. Not that I'm complaining. Moro is also back, and I'm glad we're addressing the fact that the Cursed and Departed realms were also involved in the merge. I'm also glad they're staying true to his redemption arc from the original series and showing that he genuinely has regrets concerning his time with Wu. I really hope they release his soul though so he can interact with the other ninja. I want to know how that interaction would go down. As mentioned before, Jay is back with the team and seems to be fairly in character. I talked about my problems with him in my last video, but I really like how they depicted him. He's like a jerk, but also still him. He's still pretty hostile towards the ninja, and I'm excited to see how that dynamic plays out. Freck is also now officially part of the ninja team, which I love, and I'm also glad Sora and Aaron like made up, and Sora's deciding to watch over Aaron while they're with Raj. Cons. I really don't have much to say. The build up to Jay's reveal was a bit tedious. We've been teased with his return so much these past few seasons, and I was kind of over the way they kept dangling him in front of us, only to yank him away at the last second. I'm also a little confused by the abrupt shift between his bounty hunter persona and when he's officially been revealed as Jay, but I feel like that can just be chalked up as that, a persona. Also found the plotline of Kai, Nia, and Wildfire hunting Jay down to be a bit tedious. It felt like they were just going around in circles, but at least they found out that he was still somewhat himself throughout their hunt. I was pretty disappointed that Cole was once again sent to the sidelines. He appeared, what, 3 times? I'm sure he'll have a bigger role now that we're getting more involved in spirits, and Jay is back, but it was a bit disappointing to see him absent. Sora's beef with Frack was a little annoying, and I can't say I'm much of a fan of his little crush on her, but it's not the worst thing out there. The Forbidden Five being portrayed was but that's just a bit of a nitpick. Okay, I originally wasn't gonna talk about this. Like, this is editing Mika right now. I did find this season a little tedious. I touched upon it with the J stuff, the Kaiania stuff. It felt like the season dragged on a bit. I'm trying not to be too harsh on Ninjago because, like, I know it's a kid's show, but also it being a kid's show doesn't excuse bad writing. It's not even bad writing. It's good. The season's good. It's just sometimes the season could drag a bit. That's it. That's all. I didn't want to talk about it at first, but like I was sitting on it, I was working on my comic, and I went, yeah, I should talk about it. I should bring it up. This video's short. This is gonna add too much to it. Okay, that's all. Let's head to the next section. I didn't talk about this in the last section, but I'm really glad they didn't make Aaron some edgy teen the second he started working with Roz. He's well aware that he's in the wrong for siding with them, and he's doing his best to cling to his morals, but his parents take priority right now, and I really like that. I'm super excited to see Jay slowly remember his time as a ninja, and I really hope he gets some moments with everyone, especially Cole. Speaking of Cole, I'm hoping we get to see him actually interact with the obvious ghost arc we're heading into. In his words, he has experience with this sort of thing. Maybe we could get more references to his time as a ghost. I also really hope he gets to interact with Frack more, and possibly Moro. Please, I'm on my knees begging for Moro to interact with the original group again. I'm also pretty excited to see how Zane's character is going to develop, since I'm pretty sure Doc Wyatt has taken note of his mischaracterization in Dragon's Rising, and he'll rework Zane a bit, which I love. I mean, he's already showing some improvements with Pixel coming back, and I love that. I just wanted to make this quick video to air out my thoughts, but how do you feel about it? Did you enjoy it? Hate it? Please let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. I make art and commentary videos, and your support would mean the world to me. My social media is linked in the description alongside my Etsy, where I sell charms, stickers, art prints, bookmarks, and button pins. Please feel free to check them out if you're interested. I believe that's all, so I'll see you all later. Bye!